Hi there, it's Phoenix Jira. I'm outside with the chickens and I just got done cleaning the coop. It really wasn't that dirty, but the pine shavings that were in there had, chicken poo throughout, and I thought, let's get rid of it. So I scraped it all out, put it in the compost pile. I shook a little bit of the poultry dust in there, and then I also put in some new pine shavings, but just like this much. And then their boards are in there where they poo at night. I did not change the straw in their condos because it's very clean and very fluffy and they love it, so no point. I also, before adding the poultry dust, I swept out the coop, and I'll show you that here in just a second. And that just kind of gets some of the dust out that's in there from the old pine shavings. Probably not necessary, but it's still something I like to do. And I got one of those dollar store brooms, so I don't care what happens to it. So let's take a look at what I've done. Well, we have Parkour Chick and Miss Cloud, who's been hanging around with me off and on while cleaning the coop. So this is how clean it looks now. I don't know if I ever mentioned, this is where I put the chicken poo when I scrape it off of these boards every morning. And it's actually allowed me to see if there's anything wrong with any of the chickens. Plus it catches if one of them drops a yolk, like a deformed or an egg that's not fully formed. It drops right onto there, much easier to clean up. And yesterday I came out here and I had one of those. I had a squishy egg that was right here, and it had slits in it. So the chickens had started pecking at it. Luckily they lost interest, and Miss Cloud did not have an egg yesterday. So here we go. You see my shadow there. Nice, clean pine shavings. No one's been in here yet. Everything's fluffed up and clean. We got some poultry dust. So they're gonna go in there tonight and they're gonna be like, what the heck? This is too clean. I also removed the plastic from the front of this. So now I can literally see them when they're in there from the house. I've left the plastic on the rest of it, the back and the side here. The wind comes from this direction, so the west, which is blocked partly by a fence, and from behind me. So this kind of gives them a little extra. Hello. Hello, PK. Are you wondering who I'm talking to? Hey, sweetie. Good morning. Yeah, everybody laid their eggs today. Hi, Miss Cloud. Yeah. She's already getting poo on the boo. It's not as bad as it's been, though. Really? Really? That's how she gets treats. Just got a scratch on this. Stop picking on me. It's so silly. Look at the iridescent green. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. But you're still picking on me. Who else we have? Oh, Phoenix. Hello. I found you. Or you found me. Where were you hiding? Where were you hiding? Don't touch me. I did have to, here's the straw that I'm using. I have a huge bale of straw now that'll probably last for 5 years. But this was in here with the pine shavings and sitting on top of it, and I noticed the bag was a little damp. Luckily, the shavings weren't damp, so I'm letting it air out. Get some, it kind of reminds me maybe I should sort of tip this over a little. There we go. There. That way the bottom will dry out completely. I know I'm over by the treats. It's too early. It's too early for treats. You have this, which they love. They ate all the seeds already. They like spaghetti squash. They do not like butternut squash. They'll eat the seeds, they'll leave the rest of it behind. Don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Uh-huh. I'll pet you. She's got yogurt on her side. Look at that yogurt. That's from yesterday. Why are you picking on me? Why? Why? And in the magic orange bucket, we have kale and we have fermented feed. And look at that. These are from Parkour and Trinity. The other three are in the house. They lay their eggs early in the morning. PK lays it around, I don't know, 9 or 10. And Trinity, I don't know. She's laying it a little later. So this is my little spot. I know this is going to sound weird. This is my spot where I lay things out where they're not going to poo. They don't get in here. This is all like not very stable. So it gives me a spot to set things that aren't going to get poop on the bottom. Because you guys are gross. Yeah, you are. You're gross. Oh, run away, Trinity. Run away. Good morning. It's Phoenix Jira. And I'm outside with the chickens. And I thought, you know what? It's time for me to do an update on where we're at in time. So if you go back and look at the first 2 or 3 videos with the chicks, I got them on September 8th, 2021. At that point, they were 1 day old. And so today, we are on March 22nd, 2022. So I did some calculating, and they are 28 weeks old, 196 days old, and it puts them roughly 6.5 months, give or take a little. The first egg was laid on January 31st by Trinity, so I'm just calling it February. February is easier to remember for all of them. It's been about, what does that make it? Not quite 2 months that they've been laying eggs, but they're getting themselves into a pretty good routine now. They're off here in the distance right now. That's what I keep looking at. So they're scratching the dirt and picking at the grass and eating whatever they can get their beaks on. Because that's what they do, They eat, they poop, they eat, they poop. And in between that, they sleep a little. And I have Parkour chick. Yeah, you're gonna start picking on me, huh? She's pretty sure if she picks on this sweater. What are you doing? Yeah. Yes, the sun is glaring in my face, but if I turn around, then you won't see my face. It'll just be shadow. That's all it is. So that's where we are today. Day 196 and week 28. And we're doing pretty good. There have been some stressful and scary moments for me. Some things that happened with the chickens. It ended up being okay, but someone just flew over there. Until things happen 2 or 3 times, they're obviously the first time. And when something happens the first time, I get a little wigged out. I admit it. I get a little wigged out. All right. So that's not really a shaded area. I mean, it looks like it's shaded, but it's just from the top and will only provide a small area of shade that they hardly ever go in. They really only go in here anymore to eat or boredom, I guess. There's no shade in the tunnel. All right, so the chicken coop run is providing some shade in the kennel in that corner. This juniper is providing some shade there. I may have to put that board over here to give them some shade. Okay. So no shade, and shade. Well, maybe that's what I'm going to do for now. It doesn't provide a lot, but it does provide some, and it will provide shade eventually for the water. Well, we'll see how this goes. Did something startle you? Something startled you. So it's already really hot. It's only like 49 degrees, right, from the app? But the sun hitting here directly says it's already 70. Okay, so I don't know how that's going to go for them. You know, when it's really hot, even if it says, oh, it's only 90 degrees, it might be like 100. All right, so here's our shade created from oh, PK. Hi, sweetie. What do you want? Food? You want me to dig up a worm? Anyway, so I think that'll be enough shaded area. I've been watching them from the house, and they create little bowls in here for themselves to warm up. But now they're going to have to cool off. So I want them to be able to have a shaded area. And this is the best way to do it for now. Are you going to drink my coffee? You know what? You're getting a little intrusive. That's my coffee. No, don't pretend like you're actually eating grass. I know the truth. Look at her pretend. Oh no, I'm just eating grass. I'm not drinking your coffee. You're already spastic enough. You don't need coffee. I don't know what y'all want. I'm going to do some egg collecting. Yeah, I am. Set that there. I'll say, let's see if you guys deserve anything. Did you leave me anything? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! You get to have some extra treats today. This smaller one, it's a little bit more oval. So I know that that is going to be Miss Cloud because she always lays pretty oval shaped and smaller eggs. Now these two are like really close. And I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It might not. I'm looking in the camera and it's like, well. So my eyes can tell this one's a little more tan and this is a little more red. And bigger isn't necessarily a clue for me. But Phoenix's eggs are more round. See how round it is? It's almost like a ball. All right, so Phoenix. And I know that this is Spitfires based on the other two. Now, PK, aka Parkour Chick, usually lays a darker, larger egg in comparison to Trinity and Freckly. So there we go. That's how I can tell today who's who in the egg world. It's pretty fun stuff. All right, yeah, here they are. Just take them over here to my little makeshift shelf. It's an area that the chickens don't go in, and it means that when I set something down, it's not going to have poop on it. They also don't get on here, so my coffee is poopless. I don't want poopy coffee. Thanks, good. No, I'm good. This is usually where I put their scratch. And okay, well, that's Parkour Chick asserting herself against Phoenix. Luckily, it wasn't too harsh. But here's the final verdict. on the pecking order. Okay? Number 1, Spitfire. She's the red one right in front of me. Number 2, Miss Cloud. She's the one right in front of me. Number 3 is Trinity. And Trinity, let's see if I can get her to, she's the one on the other side of Spitfire. Trinity! She's the one that just pooped. Number 4 then, based on what I've seen in the last couple days, is Parkour Chick. She's the black one right in front of me. And then that means the bottom is number 5 is Phoenix, who's on the other side with a really weird wing thing. Hey, your wing is tucked out. Phoenix, don't you think you want to do a little shaky shake? Can you see? I don't know if you can tell. See this right there? That wing should be tucked under. Yep, see? Trinity. No, that's PK. So PK has decided that she's going to take the lead when it comes to her and Phoenix. So Phoenix is the one I need to watch. I need to protect her, and I have. I've had to use some cover up on her. I've had to put her in a different spot in the coop at night. For the most part, PK, where are you? PK does not pick on her. But in the last 5 minutes, I've seen her at least tap on her. Like, no, this is mine. That said, Phoenix has sort of, okay, there you go. Trinity above PK. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, when you do that on my arm, it actually hurts. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. And Spitfire here is usually pretty good. She's not a tyrant, unless I have the flock block out. Which is why once the flock block is gone, I will not purchase another one. Airplane. Some jets. Ow. Don't be a bitch. No bitch. Some jets flew overhead this morning that were so loud, I had to plug my ears. One went directly above me, and each one after that went a little farther south. So there were 4 of them. So 1, and then the next 3 weren't as loud as the first one. But the first one went right over my head, and I was like, holy crap. And someone just, what? Why are you pretending to be PK? That's what PK does. Yeah, I just saw a bird fly overhead. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just saw you chase Phoenix. Don't start being a bitch. I have enough bitches in this flock. You hear that siren? You hear that siren? They're coming for you. Yep. That's the Chicken Bititch Police. No, I'm not kidding. I wouldn't kid about a thing like that.